Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today we are strapping in for a really fun, fast-paced journey into the animal kingdom.
We are, and we've been given this this really visually rich set of sources. It's almost like a high-speed biology lecture.
It is.
Yeah.
And it frames all these incredible features as superpowers, which I think is a great way to look at it.
It's a highly effective way to, synthesize a massive amount of information really quickly. The structure is just so clean. You get these jaw-dropping facts, and then you get the big biological concepts behind them.
Exactly. So our mission here is to move beyond just listing these things. We want to absorb these, truly wild nuggets of knowledge and really understand the why behind them.
The biological necessity.
Right. So the intro slide has this friendly lemur, but let's just jump right in and let's flip the page and read some of these record breakers.
Okay, turning the page. Wow, yeah, you're right. This is a wall of champions. I'm seeing a huge blue whale in the water, a big running bird, a tiny fast-flying bird near a flower, and a beetle pushing a massive ball.
It's an amazing lineup. And this is where it gets really interesting. Let's start with the blue whale. It holds the record as the biggest animal on Earth.
And you can see why. They've got it pictured next to 3 school buses.
Exactly. It can grow as long as 3 big buses.
Mm-hmm.
And that scale, that size, it's an adaptation, right? It's necessary for surviving in those cold, nutrient-rich waters.
It helps maintain thermal mass.
Right. Now, what about the running bird? The ostrich.
The fastest runner among birds. It says here it can run up to 70 kilometers per hour.
70. That's a specific choice evolution made, right? Powerful legs for running over flight. It just makes sense for that kind of open, predator-heavy terrain.
And then you go to the complete opposite end of the size spectrum, the hummingbird.
Oh yeah, the record for fastest wings, flapping over 50 times a second.
50 times a second. The metabolic rate must be astronomical.
It is, but it gives them that unique ability to just hover perfectly at a flower for nectar. No other bird can really do that.
And the last one here, the dung beetle. This little guy is the strongest for its size.
It's maybe the most impressive one. It can pull over 1,000 times its own weight.
Wow.
Yeah, which just, it proves that power in the animal kingdom isn't just about being the biggest. It's about efficiency.
That is definitely a superpower.
Okay, let's flip the page to the next slide. This one is titled, "And Some Super Weirdos."
Ah, I like it. And whoa, these are weird. Okay, I see an octopus with hearts drawn on it. A fuzzy owl with a weird tube sticking out of its eye.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
And a polar bear, kind of. Unzipping its fur, it's showing black skin underneath. Okay, I have to ask, why does an octopus need so many hearts?
Great question. So we're taught, 1 heart is pretty standard. The octopus just breaks the mold that has 3 hearts.
Mm-hmm.
And believe it or not, blue blood.
Blue blood? Yeah.
The blue color comes from a copper-based molecule, not an iron-based one like ours. It's good for cold, low-oxygen water, but it's not super efficient.
So it needs more power to pump it around. The 3 hearts.
Exactly. 2 hearts pump blood through the gills, and then that big 3rd heart circulates it to the rest of the body. It's an amazing biological trade-off.
Okay, so what about the owl? You can't just say they have eye tubes and not explain.
I know, it's visually shocking.
Yeah.
So owls don't have not round ones anyway. They have these long, fixed eye tubes.
So they can't move their eyes.
They can't. That's why they have to do that famous head-turning thing, almost all the way around.
Mm-hmm.
But the trade-off is they get this incredible, super focused depth perception. Perfect for hunting at night.
That makes sense. Okay, and the polar bear. Why the black skin under the white fur?
Right. It seems counterintuitive, but this is phenomenal thermal adaptation. The white fur is for camouflage, sure, but it's also a bit translucent.
So the sunlight goes through it.
It does. And the black skin underneath is like a perfect solar panel. It just soaks up the sun's heat and helps them stay warm in the Arctic. It's just brilliant engineering.
That's incredible. It's a perfect solar collector.
That discussion about heat absorption is a perfect transition. Let's look at the next slide. It's just a huge question mark. It says, but how do they get so awesome?
That is exactly what I was thinking. How does a whale get so big or an owl get eye tubes? It can't just be random chance.
It's not. And if we flip the page, we get the big idea, the secret that unites everything we've seen so far. The word is adaptation.
Ah, okay, the fundamental principle. So adaptation is basically special features or behaviors that help an animal survive in its home.
That's it exactly. It's the result of all this environmental pressure over millions of years, and the source materials break it down into two main types.
Right, I see the pictures here. A chameleon on one side and a herd of wildebeest running on the other.
So you've got your structural superpowers, which are amazing body parts, like the chameleon skin.
Or the octopus's 3 hearts.
Perfect example. And then you have behavioral superpowers, which are the special things they do, like the wildebeest migration.
Got it. Body parts versus actions.
Let's dive into that first one. Superpower number 1. Amazing body parts. The slide shows a giraffe, an anteater, and a porcupine.
Okay, classic examples. I see the tall giraffe eating leaves, the anteater with that crazy long tongue. Why does it need a tongue that long?
It's all about getting to the food source, right? These are all prime examples of structural adaptations. For the giraffe, that long neck lets it reach the tastiest leaves high up where no one else can get them.
A competitive advantage.
Exactly. And for the anteater, it's the same idea. It has that super long tongue so it can slurp up ants deep inside a tough mound. The tool fits the job perfectly.
And the porcupine, I don't think I'd want to mess with that.
No, you wouldn't. Its coat of sharp quills is just the ultimate defense. It doesn't have to be fast or strong. Its own body is a weapon.
A very effective deterrent.
Now for superpower number 2, amazing things they do. This is all about actions, behavioral adaptations.
Cool. So I see hundreds of butterflies flying away, a bear sleeping in a den in the snow, and a group of meerkats all standing together. Why are those butterflies on such a long road trip?
The Great Road Trip. That's what the slide calls it. They're monarch butterflies, and they're using migration. They travel thousands of miles to find food in warmer weather. An amazing survival behavior.
So it's not a choice, it's an instinct.
A deep ingrained instinct. Just like the bear taking the super long nap. It's hibernation. They do it to save energy during the winter when food is gone.
A metabolic slowdown.
A very deep one. And finally, the meerkats. They're all about teamwork. Living in big groups helps them protect each other. One acts as a lookout and find food more easily.
So cooperation itself is the adaptation?
Yes. Okay, so now that we know about superpowers, let's flip the page again and see how scientists sort all these animals. The title is, Let's Meet the Animal Families.
Ah, taxonomy. Okay, I see a lemur pointing at 2 sets of backbones. One looks normal and the other has a giant red X through it. So are there really only 2 main groups of animals?
At the most fundamental level, yes. Scientists sort the whole animal kingdom into these 2 huge clubs.
And it's all based on the backbone.
All based on the backbone. You have vertebrates, which are animals with a backbone, like us.
And invertebrates, animals with NO backbone.
Exactly. And we're about to see just how massive that second group is. But first, let's run through the vertebrates.
Let's do it.
Okay, let's dive into the first big club, the mammal family.
I see a dolphin jumping, an elephant, a bat, and a kid. So what are the 3 things that make a mammal, even if it, lives in the water like a dolphin?
Right, it's a great question because they look so different. But all mammals share 3 key features. First, they are warm-blooded.
They make their own heat.
They do. Second, they have hair or fur at some point in their lives. And third, and this is the big one, they feed babies milk.
Okay, so that connects a bat to a whale. Got it.
Next up, the bird family.
Ah, okay. I see a feather, wings, a beak, an eagle flying, an ostrich running, and a penguin swimming, and a talking parrot saying a fun fact. So what defines a bird?
Well, the core characteristics are pretty straightforward. They all have feathers, they have wings and beaks, and they all lay hard-shelled eggs.
Even the ones that don't fly, like the penguin and the ostrich.
Exactly. And what's that fun fact the parrot is saying?
It says, penguins have a special gland to drink salt water.
Isn't that cool? This is another adaptation. They have a special gland that filters the salt out of their blood so they can survive in a saltwater environment.
They have their own built-in desalination plant.
Pretty much. Okay, let's look at the reptile family now.
I see a turtle, a snake, a huge Komodo dragon, and a rainbow chameleon. I also see a thermometer, some scaly skin, and lungs. So why do they need the sun to warm up?
Because they are cold-blooded. They use the environment, like the sun, to regulate their body temperature. They also have that dry, scaly skin to keep moisture in, and they breathe air with lungs.
And the chameleon fun fact is back.
It is. What does it say?
It says they change color to show their mood or temperature, or to, quote, talk to other chameleons.
It's not just camouflage. It's communication. It's a whole language written on their skin.
That's amazing.
Moving on to the amphibian family.
Okay, I see that thermometer again, so they're cold-blooded too. And I see a frog going through its life cycle, from eggs to a tadpole to a grown-up frog. Why do they call it a double life?
Because they literally live one. Amphibians start their lives in water as tadpoles, breathing with gills. Then they go through metamorphosis and become adults that live on land and breathe air.
So they live a double life.
They do. They also have that moist, smooth skin, which is a key feature. Many can actually breathe through it.
Wild. Okay, next family, the fish family.
We're underwater for this one.
Clearly. I see a big shark, a clownfish, a moray eel, and gills. And a fun fact about sharks, if they only live in water, how do they breathe?
That's the key trait. They breathe with gills, which are these amazing organs that pull oxygen right out of the water. So, like all the others, they're cold-blooded and they live only in water.
And the fun fact, wow, it says sharks are older than trees.
Isn't that mind-blowing? They've been around for about 400 million years. That body plan is just an incredible evolutionary success story.
400 million years. It's hard to even comprehend that.
Let's flip to our last family, and it's the biggest club of all. The giant invertebrate army.
Whoa, what a party. I see a huge squid, a starfish, bees, a snail, a crab, a jellyfish, and a spider hanging from silk. So since they have no backbones, how are they the biggest family?
By sheer numbers, something like 95% of all known animal species are invertebrates. Their only unifying feature is that they have NO backbones.
That's it. That's the only rule to get in the club.
That's the only rule. And what about that spider silk? What's the fun fact there?
It says, a single strand of spider silk is 5 times stronger than steel of the same width.
I mean, it's just material science perfected by nature, an incredible structural superpower.
Absolutely.
So we've reached the end of our slides. The final image shows the whole world with a giraffe, dolphin, penguin, snake, lion, and our lemur friend from the beginning.
Yeah, it's like a summary of everything we just learned. All these different animals from all those different families all together. What does it all mean when we put it together?
I think if we connect this to the bigger picture, it means that every single animal is a champion. Each one has its own unique set of superpowers, its adaptations, that allow it to thrive on our amazing planet.
That's a great way to put it. So we went from these really specific wild facts, like the blue blood or the beetle's strength,
to the big overarching concept of adaptation.
Right, structural versus behavioral. And then we learned how scientists officially classify them all, the vertebrate families and that massive invertebrate group.
So what really stands out to you is that one idea, adaptation. It really does explain everything from why a giraffe has a long neck to why butterflies take that great road trip.
It does. It moves it all from just a list of trivia to a real understanding of how life on this planet works.
So we'll leave you, the listener, with a final provocative thought. If animals are constantly adapting these incredible superpowers to survive in their environment, what superpowers do humans have that help us thrive across almost every environment on Earth?
That's a great question. Something for you to mull or explore on your own.